Hey, what's up? It's Boregard, and I'm here with New Lanta. Make sure you tune in and catch me on episode 4.
Hey, take a couple steps out the house and pose. Married to the money.
Okay, so New Lanta _ is all of our social media. And Bo, go ahead and give them your social media as well.
I'm on Instagram at TheRapGameBoJackson, and you can also follow me on my website, BeauregardMusic.com. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of that stuff. Just
all
search
social
Beauregard.
media, Bo is on it, all right? The icebreaker this time with Bo is going to be the random cipher. So what Bo is going to do, we're going to give him some random words. He hasn't seen the words, he doesn't know the words, and he has to come up with some bars for them.
Okay.
All right, so it's only going to be 4, so we're only putting you on the spot a little bit. Just a little bit, but you're an artist, so you got this. It's no problem. All right, first word is poison.
Okay. Let's see. What runs with poison?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's see. The substances that I take resemble poison. I listen to my boys and I put them down. But they make these sounds that make me pick them up. And I can't put them down because every time I come around, feel like the clown I feel from within. I want to laugh at my own sin. But
It's good. That was good.
I don't even know.
I like it. That's good.
I got
There we go. You did. I was like, wait. I'm really in my heart trying to feel okay. Is he talking to me? Okay. Next one is bandana.
Alright, let's see. I got twist, but I didn't wear a bandana, so they was already messed up. Manana, away, manana, yellow like banana, because I'm kind of shy. But
I like it. I like it. No, you're doing great. This is great. I love it. Okay. Notebook.
Okay. I take a pen and I vandalize a notebook, turn it to a quote book. I am like an open book, tell you right what's on my mind. I don't have to lie. It comes from the dome and a straight line, and it's on time. Okay.
This is natural talent. I just want you guys to know I'm blown away. First of all,
It's better though when I'm in the studio.
Of course. So I know that you follow King Pop.
Yeah, King Pop is on.
Yeah. So do you have a connection with him, or do you just really like,
I mean,
bag of chips?
Obviously, I love those snacks. Like, come on. But another like when I first started rapping, that was another one of the first things I did. Like my cousin got me some studio time for my birthday when I like decided to be a rapper, and like that studio was right next door to his art studio at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy, right? And like I saw him there. And like, you know, I was just on my networking tip because, you know, I was just like, I need to know everybody in every room, you know, and like, I met him there and I was like just starting out, but like, he listened to me, he gave me a chance. Like if I hit him up, I want to send him something, he gave it a listen, you know, and he, like if I asked him for advice, he would always, you know, give it to me. And like, we interacted on the scene a few times and he's always like behind the scenes kind of been like, hey, I see what you're doing, keep it up. So like, I have a lot of respect for King Pop, like OG in the game.
Right, period. So how does your artistic style translate to music?
Okay. So I think it translates a lot from the media that I take in. Like a lot of my favorite shows, their sense of humor, my favorite mediums of art, like I find a way to kind of translate it into music. Like the feelings that they make me feel, you know, whether it's quirky or it makes me laugh or makes me feel, tugs at my heartstrings. I feel like I try to translate that in a way. Like, for example, one of my favorite shows ever is Invaders Zim. It was awesome. Nickelodeon, like way back in the day.
Way back.
You know, like
don't know about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right. Don't know about that.
2000s, baby.
Now.
I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? But like, the sense of humor in that show is just like a little bit dark, cynical, but it's still upbeat, and like that's something I go for a lot in my music. Like, I try to tell like those little dirty jokes that aren't like so outrightly dirty, but make you internally just like, oh my god, you know what I mean? You know, exactly, like that. That's what I want everybody who listens to my music to be like, what? Like, you know, even like you play it for your parents. I want them to hear something that's like risque.
No, my parents don't listen now, but
I don't know.
Old school parents. Okay?
I'm sorry, but you know, just like for them to
I got you.
embrace the risque.
Mm-hmm.
That's like kind of what I go for.
Okay. So speaking of your music and just being different, I noticed particularly you have kind of an R&B beat sometimes that you're rapping on top of. What would you consider your genre of music?
Ooh, I mean, for now, I'll call it hip hop, but Ethan is like one of my best friends and a producer that I've been working with lately. He did the whole Silence of the Lamb project, and when we've been creating lately, one thing he's been kind of saying that's like kind of sticking out in my head. He's like, "Yo, this is low key like a new genre that we're about to tap into." Like some of the songs, like of course there's a melodic rap that's already going on, but like there's some songs that we've tapped into that I'm like, this is like a ballad. This is like rock elements.
Yes,
like
I can feel that, especially at Velvet Resident.
Oh yeah, the MYFD, that song.
Yes, and I was just like, this is R&B, but I feel like I'm rapping, but not kind of like I'm in jazz. So I don't know.
It's just a vibe.
But it was so dope, and I was like, okay, this is definitely a new genre. I don't know what you're gonna call it, but it's definitely can't be put under what we already have.
I like to mix it up. It's just because like when I was growing up, there were so many different genres and types of artists that I listened to that I liked, and they had so many characteristics and elements that I appreciated that. And I was like, how can I apply this to my music in a natural way? And I think I'm getting closer to finding that way. And that's what this is.
Okay. What is the obsession with the Goats in the Land thing? Is it some sort like, I know we're going to get into your album later on, but what is it with it?
Okay. I mean, recently, so my producer's name is Ethan Lamb, and then I also recently watched Silence of the Lamb for the first time.
Okay.
And like,
I haven't seen that, so
it's
I'm
really
relate right now.
Oh my goodness, it's really good. It's a classic. Like, it takes a while though. I think it's like, it might be over 2 hours. Or am I tripping? It's been a while now.
Okay, so it's like a long movie.
Yeah, it's kind of long, but it's worth it.
Okay.
And there's some good quotes from it. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the infomercial? Kind of that interesting because I really loved that.
So it was just like me being like a '90s kid. Like literally, I just remember late as fucking night. You're watching cartoons or up watching TV, and then like you kind of like wake up to the TV, and it's like you hear that the best love song from this or that. Like,
it's kind of like Mad TV or like a mixture.
I kind of did like my little sketch of it, but like you always see those or like now this is what I call music. I was like, it's music. Those are commercials for music. I'm gonna make a commercial for my music. Like
I like it,
and I wanted it to be funny, quirky, embody my sense of humor a little bit.
Okay. What is the inspiration for the Beyonce Knows? I know that's like a play on Beyonce Knows, but it's Beyonce Knows.
Yeah. So when I was writing that song, we were just like really tired. And like, I guess the internal energy I was feeling is like, man, like Beyonce would do this shit and then like do another one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like kind of the energy I was feeling when I was writing it. But I didn't even mention her name for real. But then, like, in my head, it just was like Beyonce knows. Married to the money, like Beyonce knows.
Yes, I love that.
And, like, I just felt that energy, and I kind of just, like, interpolated it in my lyrics and, like, played with it. And, like, I say I wrote it in, like, 30 minutes. Ethan says it took an hour. We have, like, a debate going on right now. But, like, yeah, like, it was just kind of about strutting your stuff, giving your best energy, and it's like, man, I know it may not look like it, but you need to treat me with the same respect you treat Beyonce. I haven't earned that yet. I haven't earned that yet. So Beyonce, if you hear that, I'm not saying that just because I'm a man, I can just swoop in and gain your respect. But it's like me putting it out there. I'm manifesting it. Saying, like, I will be on that level.
You will. I can already see it, bro. Here we go. So we're going to dive into your new album, which is Silence of the Lamb. Tell us what the inspiration was for that album.
All right, so there were multiple inspirations really. One of the like most forward ones is Ethan Lamb is the producer, executive producer of the whole project, mixed and mastered, produced every track. That's my brother for life. Went so hard, and his last name is Lamb, so I was like, oh yeah, Silence of the Lamb. Like it's his project just as much as it is mine, so I feel like I needed to reflect that 100%. There was no debate about that. But it's also a deeper meaning as well. Like the movie Silence of the Lambs, there were some quotes in there that really like stuck with me and resonated with me. And also, I've just always been a fan of like the antagonist or the supervillain, and like I watch a lot of anime, and like they draw those characters pretty nicely. Like their inspirations, and like I just kind of liked that perspective of like being the bad guy. Not that I'm a bad person. I'm really nice.
I mean, but you like the perspective of that.
Yeah.
A little sketchy there.
Oh my god. But like, yeah, I just it also has this energy that plays off the actual literal title, like Silence of the Lamb. There's the lamb within me, you know, the sheep, the urge to follow and to conform. Silence of that lamb. You know what I'm saying? There's a literal lamb on a pasture that sees the wolf and doesn't say anything, and as a result, the wolf destroys everything. There's that silence of the lamb. And it's like, I just kind of was feeling a mixture of these different meanings and energies and feelings, and like, that's what the project is, and that's why it sounds so versatile. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, you know, I have songs where I'm crooning and I'm like almost crying, and then I have songs where I'm happy, and I have songs where I'm rapping and yelling aggressive. So like, I tapped into a lot of different energies and inspirations to like make this, and that's why it took so long and it sounds so different.
Yeah, I was about to say, how long did it actually take to put the project together?
Me and Ethan, we started recording these songs in like October 2018. We finished recording every song October 2019, and then the rollout took like 3 months or 4 months. Yeah, 3 months.
So this is like a long project. Just
oh yeah, no, it was my baby, like for sure. Like
awesome.
But I'm happy I took my time with it because it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And like you know, the time that I put in it, the subjects that I tap into on the project, they all come from the heart in one way, shape, or form, whether it's like me using the track as therapy or me telling a story about myself and laying them in. But I never want to like make that line too clear. I always want to let my fans like think about it.
So are you not super vulnerable throughout your music?
In general, like I'm a vulnerable person, and like I want the people who listen to my music to know that I'm okay with being vulnerable. But you know, I guess I wouldn't want everybody in all my business all the time, but I let them know I feel emotions like on the daily, and like, you know, this is my battle with these emotions, and like that's what my music is. Like, it's catharsis for me. Like when I make it, it makes me feel better. I actually like alleviate some of the pain that I feel from these experiences by talking about them, singing about them, writing, rapping, all that stuff.
That kind of just helps. Yeah, make like good music. So is this the album that you're going to do on tour this summer?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Okay. Like, yeah, I really love this album, like I said. And then I loved touring. I toured for the first time last year. I went on 2 tours. And it was a really dope experience because, like, you know, a couple years ago, I never even saw myself rapping in another state. Not because I don't believe in myself, but I was like, it's going to be a long process. Yeah. Like, so it was just so cool to actually be in New York and say I just did a show in New York, you know, just to do it. And it was actually, you know, it was a good show. Like, I'm glad I waited and took my time to make it worthwhile. Like, I wasn't just trying to go, you know, but I had a lot of fun touring. I'm really looking forward to doing it again. I want to hit more cities.
What are the cities that are on the list? Are there some that you already
on
have
this tour that are coming? So, I mean, obviously the hometown, Atlanta, you know, that goes without saying. But I'm still working out some of the dates. One that I will tell you guys just because I haven't been there before. Denver, Colorado. Okay. Look out. I'm coming for y'all.
There you go.
You know, I'm definitely coming to Colorado for this tour. I'm not going to give too many dates because I just want to make sure I get it all. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. It needs to be all ducks in the line. All right, got you. Tell us about your collection. Basement Fresh. Tell us about your collection.
So it's me and I want to say they're my cousins. They're like my brothers at this point. Like, we've just grown up. But JC the Dreamer, Star Pov, they really founded it, and they brought me in when I was starting music. I told them I wanted to rap. They had already been doing it for like a while, and like, you know, they didn't laugh at me and be like, "Oh, he wants to rap." It was like instant acceptance. Like, I didn't even have a car. They picked me up from Stockbridge. They live in Powder Springs. They picked me up from Stockbridge.
That's lovely.
Take me to Powder Springs and bring me back before my mom started getting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
You know, like, so yeah, those are my brothers for life. Like, they always keep it real with me. We're the strictest or the most critical on each other, you know, and that's what helps us grow, you know?
And we've recruited some other artists as well. Right now, we have a roster of about 8.
So is it a recording label kind of thing? What exactly?
Yeah, so we want to make it a record label.
Okay, nice.
But we do perform as a collective, like when called upon, just because like we all work together so seamlessly that like it makes sense for us to like really put out a song and label it as Basement Fresh, because like probably 6 out of 8 of us probably had a hand in it, you know, writing it, producing it anyway. So like it makes sense, you know. And even if there's 2 of us on the track, I feel like we bring the energy, like we represent for the collective too. So sometimes we do that.
So do you guys, are you very accepting of who comes into that, or is it specific talent, or not talent? You know what? Let me rephrase that. Specific sound, because it needs to match what you guys are doing creatively.
I will say, I mean, we're not like open, like, oh, everybody join. Like, we do have a sound that, not a sound, like there's certain sounds that we're looking for, and we kind of like, there's certain questions that we ask about each artist, you know, before we're even considering them. But like, everyone that gets in is in now as a result of unanimous vote. There's no like, oh, like, he's popping, we need to be popping, like, get him. It's like, all of us have to be like, yo, I like this guy's sound. I think he'd be a good fit. Let's add him. Like, you guys agree, we do a vote on it, everything. So just because we never want there to be a situation where someone is, you know, new to the team and they join the team and it's like, there's one dude who's like, man, I didn't even want anyone.
Right.
Like, you know,
who invited him?
Exactly. So everything is like team-based, unanimous. So as far as who we add, for the collective, once it becomes like a record label, then I guess, you know, just because artists don't have to like, but like, since
as
we're
of right now working together.
We want to make sure that everyone involved is going to be a good fit, because it matters too much at this point.
Great. All right, tell me about your listening party. I saw it was dope.
Oh yeah, it was very good.
What was the atmosphere like?
It was awesome. First of all, thank you to Red Bull. Thank you to This Is Live Atlanta. Really appreciate y'all for like helping me put that together. But it was a great energy. It felt good to see that many people come out on my behalf, you know. Just because, like I told you, I've been really just going so hard on this project, like killing myself time-wise, you know, at least.
Yeah.
Like, but my mom is really one of the most valuable people of life, not even the MVP, like just in general. Like, I don't know.
I like
she's just
people of life.
yeah, like, she really slaved away. She made sure everybody in there had food, you know, and
shout out to Mama.
You know, I wouldn't be able to do it without your mom. If you're watching this, and This Is Live ATL, they are so organized. They're so helpful. Like, they secured like so many things. All I had to do was really worry about the venue, and then like, you know, any talent that I wanted to perform with me, and like actually inviting people. But as far as the coordination of the event, it was very stress-free because I was working with them, and like the event itself was such a success. Everybody was eating, drinking, dancing. Like, I was really kind of worried about the silent headphones, but like it was Silence of the Lambs. So
We had to do silent headphones. I love it.
It was really fun.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, Bo. Well, we're wrapping it up here with Boregard on Newlanta_ all social media. Drop your social media one more time, where we can find your music, anything that's upcoming that we can catch you at.
So you can follow me on Instagram at @TheRapGameBoJackson, on my website, BoregardMusic.com. Every single streaming service, BOREGARD, with a period at the end, every time. Right, and I got a lot of stuff coming on the way. I don't know.
We don't know yet.
Videos.
Watch out.
Expect some videos for this project.
Beyonce knows I'm expecting this video.
Oh yeah. You gonna be there?
Look, I'm gonna be there while the video's going.
Okay.
I can't wait. All right, you guys know where to find us. It's at Newlanta_. Make sure you're always tuned in. Subscribe. We're say that a couple times fast, but just make sure you subscribe. Okay? We got new episodes every week dropping. Till next time, Newlanta audience. We're out.
The house and pole, married to the money like Beyonce knows. Even if I got a lot, I'ma want some more. Call me Bo, but treat me like Beyonce knows. I take a couple steps out the house and pole, married to the money like Beyonce knows. Even if I got a lot, I'ma want some more.